introduce to you all my good friend Brandon Kopp with Tidewater Insurance Brokers. Brandon and I met a few years back when he moved to Virginia Beach. We had a bunch of mutual friends, and then I ended up actually helping him buy his home down in Shadowlawn. And Brandon is married, has an awesome wife named Hillary, and a beautiful daughter. And I want him to share with us a little bit about homeowners insurance today and who Tidewater Insurance Brokers is. So why don't you start there? Share with us a little bit about.
Tidewater Insurance Brokers own the business with a good friend of mine, and we really focus on homeowners, like you said. We do auto insurance as well, and then have worked our way into some commercial business. So yeah, we really try to be a place locally that's locally focused. We have obviously our license in Virginia, but also our license in North Carolina and South Carolina as well, just because I have a lot of family and friends there. So we just really try to provide great homeowners and auto insurance for people at really affordable rates, and as quickly and with as great customer service as we can.
Awesome. What makes you different from the other insurance providers out there?
So in our name it says brokers. So brokers are really focused on getting multiple quotes from a bunch of different companies for you, the client or customer. So the State Farms, the USAA, those kind of companies, they're big insurance companies. They only get one quote for their clients, whereas companies like us, we go to multiple insurance companies, like a USAA, bigger insurance companies, but then also the regional carriers. So people who focus on insuring really just the Tidewater area or South Carolina, North Carolina, and we get you multiple quotes. So hopefully our goal is that is a more competitive and kind of sustainable model for the everyday person trying to get insurance.
Yeah, you're specializing for a local market. What is homeowners insurance? What does it cover? Why do we need it?
So homeowners insurance covers two things. The one thing, probably the first thing people think of is the home burning down, or a hurricane coming and ripping off part of your roof, that type of peril that happens to your house. That's the main thing that's covered. The second half of that is really anything involving liability. So you come to my house, you trip on my stair, or the mailman gets bit by my dog, tries to sue me. Homeowners insurance covers any type of liability. So cover maybe your medical expenses, or covers that lawsuit coming from the mailman trying to sue me for my dog biting him. So they can be helpful in that way too.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Okay, very good. When does somebody usually look to buy homeowners insurance? When should we be on the lookout for this?
So when you come to closing, when I was buying a house with you, a couple years back, I needed a homeowner's insurance policy to come to my closing to get the keys with. So most people we work with are buying a home, but I'd say of those 90%, the other 10% are people who are just trying to shop around and get better rates. Maybe the rate was increased this year and they're frustrated about it, so they're coming to us.
Do you find that happens pretty often, that you can get somebody a better situation than what they had if they got their insurance years ago?
Yeah. I mean, we're pretty confident on how competitive we are, just because we have access to, like I said, about 15 different carriers. Some who are the big ones, Nationwide, Progressive, but then you have regional carriers too who really have narrowed down the risks in this area and have, they think, good formulas and ways to calculate it. So they tend to be a little more competitive. Yeah.
Very cool. What would you like us to know about your company in general? What would be good for our viewers to know?
Probably the thing that I tell people the most is we try to be, like I said, locally focused. So because we work with those carriers who work in this area specifically, we get them really good competitive rates. And then the other piece that we try to bring is just great customer service, a lot of know-how. So we want to be able to tell people why they're getting the coverages they are if they ask us. Some people just want the cheapest policy, just give me the cheapest thing. Those people are great too. We want to provide super quick service for them. But also we're not going to get them a policy that we don't feel comfortable with either, because ultimately it comes back to us if they're not covered. And
you want to make sure they're protected.
We want to make sure they know what they're getting themselves into.
Well, I love it. Thank you for sharing with us today about homeowners insurance and a little bit about Tidewater Insurance Brokers.
Absolutely.
It's awesome to have you. If you want to connect with Brandon, How can they reach you if maybe you want to surf with Brandon? He's an awesome surfer.
Very average surfer, but I will go at any point.
To me, he's awesome. I mean, I can't.
Probably the easiest thing is our website, www.tidewaterinsurancebrokers.com.
Okay.
You know, you can find, I think my email's on there. There's also a place you can quote or, send a question in, get all the information you need. Yeah.
Awesome. Well, Brandon, thanks for your time today. Really appreciate
absolutely.
it. And hope y'all enjoyed. Thanks.
Thanks.